Hello everyone, I welcome you all to today's class. This is our fourth class of chapter R, Environment. Today we are going to study the effects of our activities on environment. So let us start our class. We human beings are an important part of the environment. Our activities change the environment around us, and the changes in the environment then affect us. So today we are going to discuss two environmental problems caused by our activities. The first one is the depletion of ozone layer and the second one is the disposal of domestic waste. So first we will study about ozone depletion. Ozone depletion is the degradation or destruction of ozone layer by human activities. Now how ozone is formed? Ozone is formed from oxygen. The three atoms of oxygen combine together to form the ozone. We know that formula of oxygen is O2 and oxygen is essential for respiration. But the formula of ozone is O3 since it is formed from three atoms of oxygen. Now, ozone is formed high up in the atmosphere in the layer called stratosphere by the action of ultraviolet rays of sun on oxygen gas. When the high energy ultraviolet radiation from sun fall on the molecule of oxygen gas, these rays splits up the molecule into two oxygen atoms. These two oxygen atoms are very reactive. They are called free radicals. They are quite reactive and one of the free radical, it combines with the molecule of oxygen gas to form the ozone. So this is how ozone is formed in the stratosphere. Now importance of ozone layer. Ozone layer is very important for the existence of life on the earth because it absorbs most of the harmful ultraviolet radiations coming from the sun and prevent them from reaching the earth. So the ozone layer protects us from the harmful ultraviolet radiations of sun. If the ultraviolet radiation they reach on the earth, they would be very harmful for the organism living on the earth. They can cause skin cancer in human beings. They can damage their eyes. They can also damage their immune system. Now depletion of ozone layer is caused due to the use of certain chemicals which are called chlorofluorocarbon or CFCs. Now these CFCs are released into the atmosphere from the refrigerators and air conditioners in which the CFCs they are used in the form of coolant. CFCs are also released into the atmosphere through the aerosol sprays and the fire extinguishers. Alright. The chlorofluorocarbons which are released from these sources, when they reach the stratosphere, they react with the ozone gas present in the ozone layer and they start destroying the ozone layer and the ozone layer become thinner. And when the ozone layer become thin, most of the ultraviolet radiation would filter out from the ozone layer and will reach the earth, and if they reach on the earth they would be very harmful for the organisms living on the earth. So to protect the ozone layer, the United Nations Environmental Programme in 1987 forged an agreement among its member countries to freeze the CFC production. The Montreal Protocol is basically related to the protection of ozone layer. Fine. Now we will study about the management of garbage. Garbage is the household waste which is released in our day-to-day life. All the waste materials which we produce in our day-to-day life constitute the garbage. Now the waste materials, they are of two types: biodegradable waste materials and non-biodegradable waste materials. Biodegradable waste materials are those waste materials which can be decomposed by the microorganisms such as bacteria, enzymes and fungi. The biodegradable waste includes fruits and vegetable peels, paper, clothes, etc. The non-biodegradable waste materials are those waste materials which cannot be decomposed by the microorganisms and they retain in their original form into the environment and cause environment pollution. The various non-biodegradable waste materials include glass articles, metals, plastics, etc. Now there are several methods of waste disposal. Let's discuss them all. The first one is the recycling. Recycling is the process of disposal of waste which is used for solid waste like paper, plastics and metal. These articles, they can be recycled. Preparation of compost. Preparation of compost is a method of waste disposal which is used for biodegradable waste materials. So the biodegradable waste materials like leftover food, fruits and vegetable peels, they can be converted into compost by burying them into a pit. Incineration. Incineration is the process of burning a substance at a high temperature to convert it into ash. It is generally used to destroy the chemical and the hospital waste. Fine. Incineration is carried out in a incinerator, which is a kind of furnace. Alright. Now landfill, the disposal of waste by putting it into a low-lying area of ground and covering it with earth is called landfill. So here you can see the picture of landfill where a large amount of waste is dumped. Sewage treatment. Sewage is disposed of by treating it in a sewage treatment plant. Sewage is the wastewater which is released from our homes, offices, hospitals and various other sources. If untreated sewage is dumped into a river, it can pollute the river water. Thus, sewage is disposed of by treating it at sewage treatment plant. The treatment of sewage produces clean water which is discharged into the river, and the organic matter present in the sewage is digested in the digester of sewage treatment plant to produce the sewage gas and manure which can be later on used in the crop fields. Student, this was all about the chapter Our Environment. Thank you for watching.